Well, we're into another month already, and that means that next week there'll be a lot of metrics about to be released by governments, and one of them is quite astonishing. In Britain, the number of new cars registered in June is going to be announced on Tuesday, and the estimates are that it's around about 670% higher than last June. That's unbelievable, and perhaps even more incredible that in May it was almost 600% more than the last May. Does that mean that lots of money is being pumped back into the British economy? No, the economy is still in tatters after these catastrophic lockdowns. And actually the reality of it is that the British government and some other European governments are pushing the electric car and sustainable energy narrative to the point where 30% of these new registrations were electric vehicles. So perhaps people are frightened that they might not be allowed into certain areas because their car is a polluter, supposedly, or levies on parking might be increased, so they are perhaps future-proofing themselves. But if you look at the United States, it's a different story. The average age of the car in America is 12 years. Those are ones being used for commuting on a daily basis, and there's no lockdown in most of the states in the United States. It's been, as it's supposed to be, a free country for many, many months. And therefore, what does this really mean? The real metric is the oil price here. Now, if you look at Southeast Asia, no lockdown there, and it's where most of the population of the world lives. It's a very industrious region. Things have been carrying on as normal and productivity is very high. That is the biggest consumer of oil. However, the United States is the third biggest consumer of crude oil in the world, and some of that is going towards vehicle propulsion, because most of those 12-year-old cars are using fossil fuels and they're much less efficient than the very new ones, so the consumption of fuel is higher. So Goldman Sachs 2 months ago made what appeared to be an outlandish prediction that oil price would go up to $80 a barrel. Nobody believed it, but here we are today and it's at $75. WTI crude oil, $75 a barrel. That's incredible. You know, it's almost up to Goldman Sachs' prediction, and it's not volatile either. It's on a standard upward climb the whole time since over the last month. Unbelievable, really. So there you go. The real economic driver is not all these new cars being registered. Economy in Europe is still in complete meltdown. It's the oil price, and in a period of time when we're all looking to get away from that. Even Russia has switched the pipeline back on. Transneft have opened it up to the United States and ignored the brutal sanctions that Western countries have put on Russia. Ultimately, Russia needs to sell oil and America needs to buy it. So there you go, $75 a barrel. Unbelievable.